I have seen Venom before, and that is not it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's movie in the middle is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Venom, Let There Be Carnage is the sequel to Venom that came out a few years ago, and is this time directed by Andy Serkis and stars Tom Hardy, Woody Harrelson, and Michelle Williams. I did not love the first Venom like most people because I think we were a little duped by the trailer, thinking it was going to be really badass. The problem is Venom is a villain, and in this they make him a hero. That doesn't quite work, especially when Venom is an incredibly vicious and badass villain. Making him like a sort of anti-hero doesn't really work. In the first one, it kind of came off a little goofy and it was way too short. This one has some similar problems, but let me get to the highs first. The biggest, baddest, most awesome high of this movie is Carnage. I can't believe they did it. Especially after, like I said, the first Venom being like it was okay, even though he looked cool, his personality wasn't great. Carnage is awesome. He is scary as hell. He is vicious looking. It was awesome. He's huge too. I didn't realize how big he is, but they did an amazing job with it. All of the Carnage scenes are just so cool, especially when Carnage is first made. That was an awesome scene. I will say, for as little as they had to work with, I think Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson and Michelle Williams all did a really great job. Michelle Williams I'm usually not a huge fan of, but she was really good in this movie. She actually had a little bit more of a personality than normal. Woody Harrelson was amazing, as usual, but he was great. He stole a lot of scenery. I did really believe him as a pretty big psychopath, and he was pretty funny, actually. For the tone that this movie is, he worked for it, I'll say that. And I was thoroughly entertained by him. Tom Hardy once again comes back as Eddie Brock. I love Tom Hardy. He's always great no matter what he does. He just makes everything seem just a little bit more awesome. And he did a great job, with that whole like having to act as himself and also act as if he's talking to somebody else who's inside of him. Did a really great job with that. Again. And it is great to see Tom Hardy in a role where he's not like super gritty or dark or dramatic, like he is kind of funny. It's great to see that side of him. And I will admit, there are some pretty good stylistic choices that they have in the movie. There's one where there's this kind of cartoonish world that is made up that looks like it's like red ink or maybe even written in blood. Cletus Cassidy is talking to Eddie Brock and he like writes him a note. We kind of see the whole story play out in this kind of ink world, which was pretty cool. There's also a scene where Venom goes to like a rager and he's wearing like those neon glow necklaces. The whole scene was pretty cool visually. Like especially Venom being this dark, just sucks everything into the abyss of his own skin. It was cool, that contrast. For as good as the acting was though, they did not have much to work with. The writing in this movie is, if possible, worse than the first one. Like I said, I was not a huge fan of the first one for so many reasons, but this one, basically the same reasons. One, it's too short. It's weird. I don't know why they decided to make them so short. Like, the story is just basic sequel story. It's like they just didn't have a whole lot. They were like, we just want to do something with Carnage, and let's just make a little bit of a story around this and not really do a whole lot with it. And the ideas they do come up with, I just can't believe it. In the trailer, it even shows this, so I was not excited for this part at all. They just make the main conflict between Eddie and Venom not the fact that Venom's a parasite or that he's taking over Tom Hardy's mind or body. It's not the fact that Venom is like this vicious animal and person-eating creature. They just have roommate troubles. In this one, they're basically roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
They have fights over like dinner and stuff. And like Tom Hardy's TV is like a really big plot point. This all stems from the fact that they just decided to make Venom like this beefed up child. Like, seriously, Venom is supposed to be scary as hell. And in this, while he looks like he should be, he's like just some big dumb jock who's like, you're taking advantage of me and I don't get enough from you and I'm sad. And then when he's not doing that, he's just acting like a big child.
We should be out there snacking on bad guys.
He's not scary at all. They try to make him funny. In one scene, he flips off Tom Hardy. Like, I don't want to say this, but like, I kind of prefer Topher Grace's Venom. Like, he was actually scary to me.
How's that sound, Tiger?
And like, there's even the problem of sometimes he doesn't know social constructs, and then sometimes he makes like references to things that he shouldn't know about. Like mic dropping. Like, mic dropping. So, Venom Let There Be Carnage is exactly the movie I thought it was going to be. After seeing the trailer, I said to myself, this movie's not going to be good, but where it's supposed to be awesome, it's probably going to be, and that is exactly what I got. So, like, I'm okay with it in a weird way because I did expect it, and I did have the theater to myself, which was really awesome. It was just me and my brother, so we could, like, kind of laugh as loud as we wanted to, and, like, make all these funny comments. It was actually really fun. But I would say go watch the movie because it is slightly an enjoyable experience if you just accept the reality that this is the way they went with the story and the character. It's not good. It should never have happened. But it's what they did. And if you can get past that, the Carnage scenes are so worth it, I promise you. I'm going to give Venom Let There Be Carnage a 2 out of 4. Making it my next true movie in the middle. There is one other thing. There is a mid-credits scene that everyone's been talking about. And for those of you who have seen it, we need to talk. So for those of you who have not seen this movie or the mid-credits scene, I'm about to talk about it. Oh my god. Venom is in the MCU. They did it. They actually fucking did it. I thought it was gonna be like some like allusion to it or something. No, it's real. I can't believe they actually did it. But you know, if Sony's gonna be like, here, you can have Spider-Man, then might as well just make money off of this too, right? I couldn't believe it. I thought, okay, there's gonna be something in his past when he's talking about, you don't know the things that I've done in other universes. It's gonna be like, all right, we're gonna see something in the way of a Spider-Man or something like that. But I can't believe they showed like literally the Far From Home sequences and scenes on the TV, and he shifted. I didn't even get this at first. I didn't understand what happened, but my brother realized that the day is shifted and, you know, the room shifted and everything because he was sucked into this universe. That's awesome. But all I'm saying is, if they're gonna do this, and he's gonna be in No Way Home or in something soon, they need to improve Venom. Because I'm not having this dumb jock Venom go up against Spider-Man. If you're going to do Venom right, do him right. Because they've been doing Spider-Man right. So I want to see the real Spider-Man Venom fights. I want to see it. From what it sounded like, it seemed like Venom does hate Spider-Man. So hopefully that's good. But like, you know, I hope he has the spider on his chest, and I hope Venom can do more webby things like he's supposed to. If they can improve it a little bit, it'll make this all worth it. This year's crazy, man. This phase in Marvel is crazy. Well, guys, let me know what you think of Venom Let There Be Carnage. Did you like it? Better than the first, not as great as the first. There are some really great things to like about it, but there are some other things as well. And as always, keep your hopes high, your stress low, and movies right in the middle. I'll see you guys later.